Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video, I wanted to just kind of sit down here, chit chat with you. I have a new foundation I want to try, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the things that I try at the end of the video. A couple new palettes that showed up on my doorstep, and I wanted to just kind of do a neutral everyday. I was going to consider this a Valentine's look, but now after having issues with things, I'm not sure that I would say this is a Valentine's look per se, because I'm not in love with it. And Valentine's Day, I feel like, is a day where you need to feel good about yourself. You know, you want to feel your best, you want to feel pretty. I don't feel that way today necessarily, and I will explain why towards the end of the video. But I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into this. So I've already applied my brows, which I use the Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade Medium Brown, and then the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. I was in the car pickup line yesterday opening up my mail, and I had a package from Pixi. And so there's a couple new palettes that Pixi has released, and I want to use one of them. So this is one of the palettes, and this one is called Eye Reflection Shadow Palette Reflex Light. Every single one of these shadows is shimmery. There's some really pretty colors. Like, I'm drawn to this beautiful pink here, and of course the nice vanilla shade. But the one that I literally said, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous, I'm going to use that tomorrow, is this one. This one is a little bit more, I'd say cooler in tone, but just a little more neutral actually. This one's called Natural Beauty, and I like the mix of mattes, shimmers, and like satins that are in this palette. So this just seems like it's going to be a good one to play with today. In the past, I've used Pixi's eyeshadows, and I've really been impressed with the quality. So I'm going to start with this matte shade up here called Petal. I have two mirrors going here, so if I'm looking back and forth, I'm just trying to figure out what works best here in my new location so you can see what I'm doing, but I need to see what I'm doing too. I'm just going to start off by putting that shade up here on my brow bone. It's very sheer. I'm not going to go heavy. I kind of have been enjoying a lighter application of shadow and then building up the intensity so it looks a little bit more natural. This color right here is really calling my name. This is called Rose Clay. Oh, I almost forgot. I also wanted to show you what else came in that package besides those palettes was this case with brushes in it. I don't have any, okay, Pixi, yeah. I don't have any brushes from Pixi, and I thought it's a nice hard shell case here, would work wonderful for traveling. So you have 3 different brushes. This smells like a new car. Like, it literally has that new car smell. Okay, so they're secured. You're secured in here with a little bit of elastic, and you have 3 different sizes. This is E03, which I could see this being a good like pencil brush or like maybe even spot concealing like for your face. Then you have an E02. This one's a little bit more fanned out, very fluffy. They are, a synthetic brush. They're actually pretty soft. They don't feel too bad. So there's what that one looks like. This third one is E01. I did it in the odd order. This one would be good for packing color onto your lid. You could probably even do a little bit of lining with shadow like underneath here or up here with this one. It's a little bit more dense and some short bristles there. So are any of you guys watching The Bachelor? I haven't watched it in several years, but for some reason I just happened to turn the channel on the second week, not the first week, but the second week, and I kind of got sucked into it. I had no idea who The Bachelor was. I haven't been keeping up with anything. And I am watching this, basically it gives me something to watch on a Monday night, right? I think Colton is really nice, but I feel like this year more so than ever, and it could just be because I'm getting older and my tolerance for drama is shrinking down to nothing. And so I'm not enjoying it as much, but it just feels more scripted and unreal than ever. I know every year they have to outdo previous years, and I get it, it's a show, it's not all real, I understand that, but this year feels choppy. It doesn't flow as smooth as other years have felt, and once again, that could just be because I'm getting older, I'm less naive about things, and I'm more like, this is, you know what I mean, like, I don't know. I used to love to watch Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, like all those crazy shows. And now I'm going to finish it out because I'm this many episodes in. What am I, like, what is it, like week 4 or 5 or something like that? And I have Hulu, so if I miss it, it's fine. I can watch it. But I'm in this deep, I kind of feel like I have to finish it. Kind of like when you start a show on Netflix and you give it a few episodes to see if you like it. but then you almost feel like you're committed and you need to finish it even if you don't, you know, like you're not enjoying yourself. I'm hardcore into crime documentaries. I was thinking about, like, okay, what ones could I definitely recommend? The newest one that I watched was the Ted Bundy. I think I watched it the day it came out, because you know what? Shamefully, I've watched so much on Netflix that I need new things, because and I watch a variety of things. I don't just watch a certain type of thing. I watch a lot of different things. I love food shows, house shows, travel shows, crime documentaries, quirky sitcoms, you know, basically everything that they kind of offer, I have given a go. Some things I've watched and I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this. This is like, I should have covered up that, I have a zit right here on my eyebrow. I should have covered that up. Do as I say, not as I do. Cover up your blemishes before you put shadow over them. So we're just going to ignore that little detail today. And I kind of want to dip into this slightly deeper shade here. What is it called? Deep Taupe. Quite frankly, yes, I have blue eyes, but I really find that those taupier, cooler toned shadows, I wear them instead of them wearing me. Like sometimes when I wear really warm tones, I feel like they're wearing me. You might notice the shadow before you notice me kind of deal. And I'm okay with having a bright eye every now and then, but today I kind of want to go for a soft romantic look. So I like to stick with those cooler tones on my eyes. They make me feel my prettiest. I'm going to dip into this color called Bronze. That's not right. Am I saying these names backwards? I bet you I am. Oh, I am. Well, I'll just point to them. I'm saying them wrong. This darker matte color here with a small little Wayne Goss brush. They're printed. I thought it was printed like mirrored, but it's not. It's actually, it's flipped. So, but you know, all the matte colors is basically what I'm using right now. I think the shadows are blending okay. I think they're a little bit, how do I explain this? Like, disappearing? Is that a good word? Oh no. I was hoping for this to turn out to be something really magical. They're a really thin formula shadow, which is fine, because you can build up. It's just that when you start to build, I don't want the bottom layer to like disappear. It kind of feels like it's disappearing a little bit, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's try some of the shimmers. I'm not exactly head over heels in love with these matte shades. I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. Now this feels creamy and this is nice. It's pretty. It feels really thick, almost like silicone-y. There could very well be silicones. Let's see. I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm actually going to use my finger and apply that to like my outer third here. Yeah, this is a pretty color. Then I'm going to dip into this color with my finger once again, and I'm going to put that in the center of my lid. That color's pretty. I don't have any fallout, but I am not really that impressed with these mattes in this shade, or in this palette. Let's try another one of these darker shades. This particular one has like what looks like small little glitter particles in it. Here, let's see if you can see that. Just like small little glitter particles, just a little bit. So I'm going to try to deepen up with that one. Just running that fluffy Zoeva in that first color that we took, just kind of over everything to see if we can just kind of blend this out really well. First thing I want to do is take my Chanel cream liner, and I'm going to tight line my upper lash line with this little brush that comes with it. It is completely disgusting and very disturbing to watch. However, it does make my lash line appear thicker. It gives me some much needed definition. Ow. This is why I don't like curling my lashes. I just pinched. Oh my gosh, that hurt. I'm going to apply, I think I want to use these today. I think I'm going to use these today. These are the cream number 702 lashes. They're like $1.99. These are a dupe for the House of Lashes Siren Lashes. So I'm excited because I have a new foundation that I want to give a go. So I'm going to start off by priming with my Smashbox Serene Greens. My skin is very hydrated today. It has been a little bit hot and humid the past few days, so my dry skin is now reverted to oily. It just can't, it's tough right now. Like when the temperatures go up and down, my skin reacts like that. So I'm going to do a light layer of primer. Okay, so the foundation that I'm going to be trying is the Dior Forever Skin Glow. I got a couple colors because I wasn't sure which one I would be. I got one N and one CR, which is Cool Rosy, and then one Neutral. Let's see, I tried the one N. I think the one Cool Rosy is a little bit actually darker. So let's go with the one N. Now today I'm going to, I don't remember if I used a brush or if I used a beauty blender last time. You know what this smells like? Okay, this smells like, let me think about it. It's reminded me of something from a long time ago. Now, I really enjoyed the Dior Star foundation. So they got rid of that. I don't know when that was, but I loved that foundation. They got rid of it. So I don't know if this is supposed to replace that or if this is just a whole new situation. That was definitely more than enough. Like, I think that offers decent coverage right there. I can still see freckling and, you know, like some skin through. But I'm not going to go heavy with this today. So, not done. One layer. I think, I mean, I have, you know, some imperfections. I can see I have a sunspot right there. I can see through. Now I could go through and spot conceal, but let's do just a little bit more of this to see if we can build that up a bit. I think a little goes kind of a long way. It's very liquidy. I mean, it's pretty liquidy. But keep in mind I'm also using a beauty blender to blend this out, so that's kind of sharing it out just a little bit. Foundation is so personal. You know, everyone's skin, everyone's face looks different. We're all different ages. We all have different things we're, you know, dealing with or need to cover or not cover. I like how the foundation feels. Like, it doesn't feel thick. It feels very thin and like liquidy. I like the feeling of that. This seems to, you know, you can tell the integrity of my skin is still showing through. I can see how, if it's already kind of dewy, I'm not sure longevity-wise how that's going to work for me, being combo at this point, I guess. Okay, so let's just stop there. That's what we're working with. Oh, these samples. I love to get samples, but look at how messy this is. Once again, this could just be me, but opening it up, it like gets everywhere. So I'm going to use the Cover FX concealer. This is a full coverage concealer. So I actually think I'm going to do a little spot concealing with this. I should have done this before I applied my foundation. I didn't really think that through. So I might have to kind of bounce a little foundation over these spots so it doesn't look so light. I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. And I'm going to do a little cream highlighting with this. This is a very beautiful product. Just like how natural it makes the cheekbones look. It's just really pretty. Now we're going to set that. Did I grab an under eye setting powder? I don't see one. I'm going to set my whole face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I've been really enjoying this powder. I like how it sets the face without adding a ton of visible product. I'm going to use the Wayne Goss airbrush here. And I like to dip it in there and then tap, you know, like a lot of it off. So we're not adding a ton of product, just literally enough to set it, but not see it. An oldie but a goodie Laura Geller bronze in Brighten in the shade Fair is what I'm going to use for my bronzer today. And then my Wayne Goss number 11 bronzer brush. Nice and clean and fluffy. I like this bronzer because it has that red undertone to it. So if you really wanted to build this up and create, you know, a serious bronze, I like how the red undertone mimics, for me, that burn that I usually give myself every spring. I have not done this in a very long time, but I think I'm going to do a little bit of contouring today. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in the shade Medium. I'm going to try using this brush in Wayne Goss number 2. I don't usually use this for contouring. I'm actually going to wipe a little bit of this product off. Now, I naturally have some, you know, sculpting right here, so I don't need a lot. But I think just a little kind of creates a nice shadow, kind of a more polished look. I'm going to dig into this color over here, and I'm just going to use a little Sigma brush, E20 shader. It's just a nice little stiff brush like that. And I'm going to dip into this other color that we had thrown into our crease with the Chikuhodo eyeshadow. I think this is called the Z-10 brush. This is a really nice brush to not only apply product underneath the eyes, but to really blend it out, because it comes to a nice point, but the bristles aren't so dense that you can't also use it to blend. My eyes need a little opening, so I'm going to take a nude liner. Anything will do. This one's not available anymore, but there's several different nude liners out there. And I'm going to put that on my lower waterline here. And then a little mascara on my lower lashes. I totally forgot to do that in my last Get Ready With Me, was put mascara on my lower lashes. And I'm like, oh well. I need some color in my life, so I'm going to go with NARS Gaiety today. It looks really bright and bold, but it's actually one of those more sheer pink blushes that is really incredibly buildable. And this is a Wayne Goss number 14 cheek brush. Just gives a little healthy glow to the cheeks. Of course, you could build it up a little bit more intense, but just a little color, nothing crazy. I can already tell you, I'm not sure how I feel about this foundation. The last time that I wore it, it seemed to be okay, but this time I feel like it's settling into areas of my face and making it look worse, and that's not good. Dior highlighter number oh snap. Okay, well, now it's missing a giant chunk. Number 002, it's like a nice pinky, slightly pink champagne color here. I'm going to go for a product that I love. I've had a couple of these in my collection for many, many years. The YSL Glossy Stains. This is all of your lip products in one. It's going to offer you the longevity because of the staining action. It's going to give you opaqueness because you can build it up. And then it's going to be glossy like a gloss. They're just very comfortable, very long wearing. This is the shade 107. It's like a rosy color. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm not utterly impressed with this foundation. I feel like it's kind of like it fell flat, like literally. It is falling down on my face. Like it just feels, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. So I don't think I will be purchasing this foundation because if I don't love it already, I can't imagine that I would like it, you know, 5 hours from now. So let's get out the dandruff. That would be cool. As far as this palette goes, I was so excited to use it, and I think the colors are really pretty, great everyday shades. However, these matte shades, I don't know, they were just really thin formula, and I felt like as you built it up, the underlying shadow that you had first laid down just like disappeared. And so I'm not impressed with the mattes. I think that the shimmers in here are really pretty. So perhaps this palette would be better because this is all shimmer. There's some really fun colors in there. Probably wouldn't get a lot of use out of this one, but I can see like in the summertime, you know, some of these bronzes would be really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will chat with you again very soon. Bye guys.